What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spotlight. Today's episode is number 59, and coming into today's episode, our record is at 68 and 46, so we do have a 22-game differential going on, and we've kind of been stuck in that mark for a while. So even if we get a double loss today, they'll still keep us over the 20-game mark, so I'm not too worried about it, but a double victory is always nice. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Pretty much bringing the same team that we brought last time. Before we get into the challenges, though, just would like to remind you guys that today's video, I don't know what I'm talking about. Today's like goal is 60 likes as usual, so if we can break that, that'd be fantastic. Just tripping up over my words because I've just recorded so many episodes today. This is like the 5th video that I recorded, like back to back to back to back. Anyway, let's hit that challenge button, and today, by the way, we are bringing Specially Defensive Jellicent. Brought that a few times, it works great on Battle Spot. We've got the Focus Sash Shiftry, which has done an amazing amount of work. I can't even pronounce anything without tripping up over my words today. Golbat, which did an absolutely fantastic job of tanking a Fire Blast in the sun from Charizard Y last time. That was incredible. Scarfed, Primeape, Life Orb, Mightyena, and then Choice Specs Electabuzz. So we definitely have the makings of a decent NU team here, with the exception of the Jellicent, I guess. I guess we'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens if we get some victories today. Our opponent is bringing a pretty cool team. He's got the Charizard, which is going to be his Mega most likely, Jolteon, Espeon, Skarmory, Rhyperior, and the Venusaur. So some definitely fast threats, and then he's got some tankier Pokemon like the Venusaur, unless it's Chlorophyll, which it could be with the Charizard Y. And the Rhyperior is going to be difficult to take out in one hit as well, unless I'm able to hit it with a Scald, maybe from Jellicent. Even then, I don't know, because Solid Rock is a thing. Definitely is a thing. Now, I definitely want to bring the Shiftry in this battle, because I feel like that's going to be a Charizard Y. Just looking at this team, I feel like that's going to be the case. Now, that being said, I don't even know what I want to start off with here. I don't even know. I guess I'm going to start off with Primeape, because I can U-turn out depending on what he wants to bring out. If he wants to start off with the Espeon, I can U-turn out, and that will deal some super effective damage. Might be enough to kill, I don't know, depending on how it's invested, I guess. Definitely want to bring the Shiftry, as I mentioned, because the sun is a thing. And then I think I also want to bring... If he brings the Skarmory, I need something that can kill it. I absolutely need something that can kill it, so I guess the Jellicent... Is that really what I want to bring? In the sun, Jellicent's not going to like that. Electabuzz could be an option, but really the only thing Electabuzz can take care of is the Skarmory. But again, I have nothing to take care of it otherwise. So Jellicent might be a better bet against this team. Will it, though? Venusaur takes it out. Charizard can handle it with Solar Beam. No, we're going to bring the Electabuzz. We're going to bring the Electabuzz and just see what happens, I guess. I don't know how confident I am with those picks, but we're going to have to make do here. It should be a decent battle. I hope. I hope so. But this team actually did some pretty decent work last time. It's a little bit of an interesting dynamic, because in the last episode, we ended up getting 3-0'd in the first battle due to a Mega Gengar willowing basically my entire team. And then right after that, did we 3-0? Or was that a couple episodes ago? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. No, that was a couple episodes ago. I'm getting all turned around here. So this Skarmory is here. I don't even know if I want a U-turn, to be honest. I kind of want to just go straight into Electabuzz, because he could very well have like the Rocky Helmets and that kind of stuff. But he also might switch out here. Will he know? Will he want to switch out? I mean, he can just go for Brave Bird. Or he can Whirlwind. And that would not be fun. That would not be fun. We're going to U-turn, because in case he wants to switch for some reason. I don't think he will, because this thing just walls me to hell and back. We're going to see here. I mean, at the very least, it will scout for that Rocky Helmet, and there it is. So we know what item he's holding now. And we also broke the Sturdy. That was another thing that I wasn't even thinking of, but it's an added advantage. If he wants to go for the Brave Bird, it shouldn't kill this Electabuzz, because most Skarmorys are uninvested. He's just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. That actually is not a bad play, because it will break any Focus Sashes and such. that I have, so I can't just keep switching into Shiftry. That sucks. That sucks because that gets rid of a Swords Dance boost that I could potentially have. He could have the Jolteon. He could very well have the Jolteon here, but I don't think I have any room to just predict that. And so, with that being said, I'm going to T-Bolt. And if he has the Jolteon, I'm in trouble. He does not have it because he does not switch it in. That is going to be a dead Skarmory. How many times can you say that you've seen Skarmory one-shotted? Probably not very many. Maybe a little bit more this generation with the Sun going around because of Charizard Y. Charizard Y obviously could one-shot a Skarmory as long as that Sturdy is broken. But speaking of the Charizard Y, I'm thinking that's what this is. I really am. And I really don't want to switch. Don't want to switch at all. Because of the Stealth Rocks and just all that stuff. So we're going to go for T-Bolt. I mean, we don't have any choice. If we stay in, we have to go for T-Bolt. It's Charizard X. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. His team did look like it could benefit from the Charizard Y. I mean, I guess it was just because of the Venusaur, but he's not going to take very much from this Thunderbolt at all. We do outspeed. He might be able to get a Dragon Dance up here. He is going to Dragon Dance, and that is unfortunate because it just is. It just is. I would like to get him into a range where Sucker Punch can kill. I really would like that. He's going to Flare Blitz me here, so that definitely is going to put me into, or put him into a range. That's definitely going to kill me, but put him into a range where I can revenge him with a Sucker Punch. Pretty sure. You know, I don't know. I'm not Life Orb. We're going to try it, though, because he is at +1. Charizard has base 100 speed. Primeape has 95, so even with a Scarf, if he's Jolly Nature, he will outspeed me. So I don't want to take that risk at this point, and I don't want to lock myself into Stone Edge not knowing where his other Pokemon is. So Shiftry is the best option at this point, and we're just going to go for a straight-up Stone Edge, or not Stone Edge, thinking of Primeape. We're going to go for the Sucker Punch. If he wants to switch out, that's fine, and he's going to lose his boots, and, you know, I'm not worried about that. So, but Sucker Punch, I'm pretty sure it'll kill. Come on, Shiftry. Come on, Shiftry. You know you want to. There it is. Shiftry getting the KO. So Charizard goes down. Charizard X, that's right. You just got taken out by a combination of Electabuzz and Shiftry. Yes, that just happened. In comes the Espeon. Oh, this is not good for him. This is not good for him. He might try to... No, there's still some hope going on. He could Reflect. That is very, very possible. And he could also be Focus Sash. So this battle's not over by any means because a lot of these like to carry the Dazzling Gleam so he can, you know, kill both of my Pokemon pretty easily. There's no Focus Sashes involved. I am going to have to make a prediction here. If I predict him to go for the Reflect and go for the knockoff, I pretty much win at that point. I need to get damage on him, basically. If I go, I guess I could just continually go for Sucker Punch, regardless of whether or not he wants to set that up, because I will outspeed due to the Scarf when I come in with Primeape. Let's do that. Yeah, let's not try to get fancy here. We need to play a little bit conservatively because we do have the lead. We're going to go for the Sucker Punch. He is going to attack, so it's probably going to be the Dazzling Gleam. He does hold on with the Focus Sash, which is fine. Shiftry's going to go down here to this, most likely. Most likely. Yep, Shiftry can't take that. Not without that Focus Sash, so that's why the rocks were important. But we do have Scarf Primeape, and I'm pretty sure unless this Espeon is Scarfed, which it's not because we saw the Focus Sash, this is going to be the match. So Primeape's going to get the last kill here. I guess we'll show off the Night Slash. Why not? Why not? There we go. Primeape outspeeds due to the Scarf, as I mentioned, and down goes the Espeon with a crit that obviously did not matter. No, it definitely mattered. Definitely mattered. Without that, I never would have done 1 HP worth of damage. What am I talking about? Primeape is a weakling. Ah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So that's a victory for us. A great way to start off this episode. That brings our record up to 69-46. So again, the 23 game differential. We've gotten there a couple of times, but we usually lose the next match. And by usually, I mean every single time that we've gotten up to a 23 game differential, which has been like 2 or 3 different times. We always lose the next match. So hopefully that does not continue this time. And hit that challenge button again. And we're going to hope that we can pull out another victory. That would just be fantastic. I mean, look at this team succeeding on Battle Spot. It's crazy. It's crazy that this team is doing anything. I mean, just look at it. It's so NU. It's below NU. A lot of these Pokemon are PU. Or not a lot. I think maybe 2. That's not really a lot. Alright, we're going up against Rectum. And I like the way he spelled that. That's pretty cool. He has a pretty cool team, too. Ninetales, Sylveon, Cacturn is a beast. Need to watch out for that. Greninja, Scizor, which could potentially be a Mega, and then the Tyranitar, which could also potentially be a Mega. Scizor is probably more likely, though. I don't know. The possibility of Sandville, Cacturn, and Sandstream Tyranitar really scares me. Not gonna lie. He has a bad weakness to fighting. 3 of his Pokemon are going to be weak to it. So Scarf Primeape is going to be amazing in this battle. Potentially. And I also have the Stone Edge that can take care of the Ninetales. So, yeah, Primeape is going to have a good time in this battle. He should get at least 1 kill. But I don't know if I want to lead off with that. Not sure if I want to lead off with the Scarf Primeape. And it's also going to resist the Sucker Punch from the Cacturn. That's another plus. So, I need something that has Fire-type moves or that can burn. I actually don't have anything that has Fire-type moves. That Scizor could potentially be a problem. Shiftry might be a good idea to bring in this battle because of Chlorophyll with the Ninetales as well. So there's a lot of things going on here. A lot of things that are potentially happening that, yeah. I pretty much need to bring the Jellicent because I have no way to combat the Scizor otherwise. So we're going to actually, am I going to lead off with that? Is that what I'm really going to do? Yeah, we're going to lead off with the Jellicent, we're going to bring the Shiftry, and we're going to bring the Primeape, and that's just going to be that. That's going to be that. We'll see what happens. As I always say, that's like my catchphrase in these battles. I always just say, let's see what happens, let's see what happens. I use that phrase too much, but I guess I'm just trying to politely tell you guys to get over it and deal with it. I guess. Alright, Rectum is issuing a challenge. Can we defeat the Rectum? I don't know. I don't know that we can, to be perfectly honest. So we're up against the Greninja here. The Dark Pulse is very obvious. That's why I want to go into Primeape really badly. Really, really badly predicting that. But if he won't Scald because I'm Water Absorb. Or he thinks that I'm Water Absorb. I'm actually not Water Absorb. So that's kind of funny. Alright, so this Rectum is from Sweden. Okay. Okay. We're going to switch into the Primeape here. I don't know if that's kind of reckless, but I really am predicting a Dark Pulse here. I feel like that's his best move. Everything else that he normally carries is either going to be resisted or neutral. So he's going to go for the U-turn. Not a bad play at all. Not a bad play. Cannot knock that. And I guess he predicted me to switch out, which was fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see. If he brings all Pokemon that are weak to fighting, he's going to have a hard time here. Unless something has a Focus Sash. We know the Greninja doesn't. He just showed the Life Orb. The Cacturn probably, if anything, is going to be the thing that has the Life Orb. Or not the Life Orb. Focus Sash. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't know what I'm talking about. There is the Drought. Now, can I kill with a Stone Edge? I don't know if I can. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if I can. I kind of want to go back into Jellicent at this point. I could get burned. Will-O-Wisp is a thing. Which is also why I don't want to go into Shiftry here. I mean, obviously it's a Ninetales. Why would I switch in Shiftry? Scald's not going to do much in the sun at all. No, but I would be able to get some damage, maybe. And then Primeape can come back in and start wreaking havoc on things. Because, well, no. We're going to go for the damage. We're going to go for the damage. We're going for the Stone Edge here. And it is going to connect. We will see if it kills. It just straight up KOs this Ninetales. It could have been an offensive variant. That is very possible. But it's not a huge threat out of the way. But unfortunately, we are locked into Stone Edge now. And I'm pretty sure that's the only way I was going to be able to kill it. In comes the Scizor. This is a problem. This thing is definitely a problem. We will outspeed. Do I trust that I can hit this thing twice? I don't know that I can. He might just go for a Bullet Punch here. That might actually just be enough to KO me. We're going to stay in Stone Edge. I don't want him to get a free SD up. He is going to Mega Evolve, so we can take the Tyranitar off the table. I mean, he probably doesn't... No, never mind. Never mind. forget what I was just about to say because, yeah, he already has the Ninetales and the Greninja and all that stuff, so we know his whole team. The Bullet Punch does kill, so that's a little bit unfortunate because we can't come in and, you know, surefire just get rid of the Greninja, which is a sad time. A sad, sad time. So what I am going to do is go into the Jellicent. I'm pretty sure that the burn, the whole, you know, the Will-O-Wisp thing is going to be pretty obvious at this point, but some residual damage would be nice. I don't think that Shiftry can just come in and just straight up kill this thing. It would be nice to have this Greninja gone, though, because it is a Water Dark typing. I don't know that I can just kill it with a Sucker Punch for, like, basically full health, because it is a resisted hit. So what we're going to do here is we are going to Willow. I really don't see any other option. He may switch into the Greninja. No, he's not going to. He's going to go for the SD. So if Will-O-Wisp misses, we are in trouble here. And it does not, so it does connect, but the Swords Dance pretty much cancels it out because Swords Dance obviously doubles your attack because, you know, it goes up to +2. Burn halves it, so he's still at neutral. But, yeah. So I don't know what moves this thing carries. It could potentially carry the Thief. That is very possible. And so I don't want to switch into Shiftry though. He might go for another SD. But I don't want to go into the Shiftry and just, you know, break my Focus Sash because I need that to take care of the Greninja. Really, really do. Let's go for a... Do I want to go for a Recover? Do I predict another... That is the question. Do I predict another Swords Dance? No. No, I don't. I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball. I feel like he might attack... No, he does not try to attack me. Okay. Okay, so he's going to get some damage on him at least. But, yeah. And we're also stalling out the Sun Turns. We don't know what that Ninetales was holding. That was a crit. That did nothing. I was just thinking to myself, I know I'm all over the place here. But I was just talking about the Ninetales and what it was holding. I was thinking maybe it has the Heat Rock. That would be fantastic because I got the Chlorophyll with the Shiftry going on and all that stuff. So I might as well go for a Recover here. Predicting some kind of attack. It might be Bullet Punch. It might be Bug Bite. What is the other coverage move? Thief, I guess. That would just straight up kill me. But at that point, I should be able to kill the Sucker Punch. And I should also outspeed unless he's running Jolly Scizor. Because I actually just was talking to one of our subscribers, and I say our because we're all in this together, right? So one of my subscribers, or one of our subscribers, whatever, on one of my videos today, there was a... Oh, he has Roost! As I go for the Recover, that was not a bad play. That was not a bad play at all. Anyway, we were talking about Scizor and Shiftry, and Mega Scizor has base 75 speed, Shiftry has base 80 speed. Most of the time, both of those Pokemon run Adamant, so if he's running max speed and I'm running max speed, Sucker Punch will still out-prioritize his Bullet Punch. If that makes any sense. If he's running Jolly with max speed, then his Bullet Punch will go first and Sucker Punch will do nothing. But the chances of people running, you know, that kind of set are just almost nothing. Almost nothing. So he has the Roost. That is bad. That is really bad. He could very easily just go for another Swords Dance here, and he might just win the game, but I can't take that risk. Cannot take that risk and just switch in Shiftry at this point. I don't feel like I can. So we are going to Shadow Ball to see what he wants to do. He's going to go for the X Scissor. I don't think that's going to do that much damage because it doesn't get boosted by the Technician either. Bug Bite would probably do more. The Shadow Ball does absolutely nothing. It'd be great if I could get a special defense drop, but I haven't gotten that yet. There's my lefty's recovery. He's going to get hurt by the burn. Seeing that, he might just go for another... I don't know. He might go for a Roost here, or he might go for another SD. I don't know, but I'm going to Shadow Ball either way, try to get him into a range where burn could kill. He is going to go for another X Scizor, and he might go for Roost this next turn. He may not. He may just decide he wants to get rid of this Jellicent because he hasn't seen my other Pokemon yet. That doesn't even bring him even close to burn range as far as killing him off. So there's the burn, as I mentioned. So if he, let's see, if he kills me off this turn, then the burn looks like it should just barely kill him. I'm going to go for a recover here. I don't see any reason not to. Might as well. He's going to roost. I'm going to recover, so we're just going to do this whole thing all over again. This is a little bit of a stall fest, unfortunately. Little bit of a stall fest. But I have the lefty, so I'm gaining a little bit of extra HP each time. He's losing a little bit of HP each time because of that burn. So we're in good shape here. As long as I can get him into a range where Sucker Punch can kill, I'm good. I'm good because I have the Focus Sash. So, yeah. So, yeah. Let's go for a Shadow Ball here. Predicting him to attack or roost. He's going to Swords Dance at this point to get up to +6. Not a bad idea. I kind of figured he would do that. He's probably going to roost this next turn coming up. There's the special D drop. Now he's in a little bit of a stickier situation. Because Shadow Ball's going to be doing quite a bit more now. He has to roost here. And X Scizor, even at +6 while he's burned, is not going to kill me. It's a resisted hit. He is going to roost. I'm going to Shadow Ball again. It's pretty much an obvious move. We might get lucky with a crit here, although I doubt it. Do not want to beg for hacks. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just stating the scenarios here. He is going to go down to another turn of combined burn and Shadow Ball damage, I'm pretty sure. Or actually, he might just die to another Shadow Ball, to be perfectly honest. I think we might actually win this. We might be looking at a 24-game differential. I don't know. He's going to roost because that was really his only play. Not bad at all. Not bad. So there's the Shadow Ball. I mean, this was pretty much just the same thing over and over again. I don't know how to make this interesting. If he gets another special D drop, it is definitely over. He is gaining a little bit, though. He's gaining a little bit. He's going to roost again. Because I mean, at this point, trying to put myself in his position, there's really nothing else that he can do. He needs to hope that I don't crit him. And he needs to be at, as high of an HP level as possible. And I don't think he's going to come out alive. And maybe he's trying to stall me out of Shadow Balls, but I have Scald too. He hasn't seen that. I haven't shown that to him, though. Let's go for a Shadow Ball here. And see what he wants to do. He's going to roost again. Okay. If he gets another special D-drop, it is over. It is absolutely over. So he's almost back up to full health, actually, with that roost. Because, like I said, he has been gaining just a little bit. No special D-drop, but the burn, it's still bringing him below half. Still is bringing him below half. He may try to attack this turn. He may try to roost again. He's going to roost again. Is this a Japanese player? I didn't even look. Did not even look. He's playing kind of like how a Japanese player would. But I don't even know what that means. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's the Shadow Ball, and there is the burn. So he's pretty much directly at the 50% mark. I don't know if he's going to get it any better than that, to be honest. He's gotten pretty lucky that he's only gotten the one special D-drop. If it was my luck, there would have been a crit a long time ago, and I would have been dead. So let's go ahead and Shadow Ball him again. I see no reason not to. He's going to X Scizor me now. This should do about half. Pretty much exactly half, but with lefties, that's not going to be a 2-hit KO. He's in trouble. He's definitely in trouble. That's not going to be a KO here. Not with that damage. If he tries to X Scizor me again, it's really not going to do him any good. So let's see. Should I recover here? I don't really want to draw this out any longer, so I'm going to Shadow Ball. He is going to X Scizor. I probably should have recovered because now the Greninja can just come in and kill me. Wow. He must have got max damage there. It brought me down to 10 HP. So either he got really screwed over the first time with min damage, or that was just, he got crazy lucky with the max damage there. That's interesting. But the Scizor is finally out of the way. This is a long match. This is a really long match. This is, what, working on 12 minutes, and on Battle Spot, that's actually really long just for one battle. So this is going to be a longer episode, I suppose. I don't know why this is taking him so long. The Greninja is the only choice. It's the obvious choice, man. There it is. Alright, so we'll see what he wants to change himself into, but we will be able to get our Shiftry in here with full HP and a Focus Sash intact. He's going to U-turn. Okay. Maybe that's his only move that can really hit me for any decent damage. Or, oh, well, U-turn is going to be disabled. That doesn't matter, obviously. That means absolutely nothing. He could still potentially win here. It's possible. Because he could go for something like Ice Beam and freeze me. And that will be the end of it. But we don't have to go for knockoff here. We can just go for Sucker Punch. Because he changed himself into a bug type. So, Sucker Punch it is. Yeah, most of the time Greninja will carry 4 attacks, and Sucker Punch, ooh, does not kill. It does not kill. He lives with maybe like 2.5 HP. That's crazy. There's the Ice Beam. I'm really afraid for the freeze right now. Really afraid for the freeze. There's the Focus Sash. And no freeze. The Life Orb is going to kill him, so he kills himself. And, yeah, folks, we have finally made it to a 24-game differential. I'm very excited about that. So what does that even put our record at? We were 68 and 46 coming in, so we are up to 70 and 46, a 24-game differential, as I mentioned. That's very exciting. That's the largest differential between wins and losses that we've had since the series has begun. I don't even know how long ago it was. It's been quite a few months. But anyway, that's awesome. So we have one more episode left with this team, and it's just been wrecking shop, specifically Shiftry. Shiftry is just so amazing. I know I go on about it every episode, it feels like. I'm just constantly all about the Shiftry. Same thing goes for Cacturne. Cacturne is an amazing Pokemon on Battle Spot as well. Anything that gets Stab Sucker Punch is so good. So good on Battle Spot. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. So I want to thank you all for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. Next time we will be going for a 26-game differential, and I hope you will be there joining me in all that fun. So I will see you next time. But until then, game on.